Good morning, I'm Verghese. First up, the residents of Mandur are continuing their protest for a fourth straight day. They have refused to allow any trucks to enter the landfill. The protesters have locked the gate of one of the landfills. The situation is getting tense as the police have imposed Section 144 at Mandur. It has come into effect from 6 p.m. yesterday and will continue for 3 days. When the police intervened, they shifted the protesters to Narayana Mutt Junction that leads to the landfill sites. Though 21 protesting villagers of Mandur were arrested for allegedly throwing stones at police vehicles and garbage trucks around Monday midnight, the villagers intensified their indefinite protest against dumping of garbage in Mandur. Their protest has entered the fourth day and its impact is becoming clear on the city's garbage disposal system. There was uncleared garbage heaps in many areas, but the government is in no mood to budge. Angered by the arrest, around 300 villagers, mostly women, are staging a dharna at the landfill. Well, the situation in Mandur is in fact becoming quite tense, with villagers in fact being moved away from the protest site near the landfill so that the trucks coming with the garbage could be in fact dump the garbage in the landfill. Section 144 has also been imposed, where the assembly of a group is outlawed, and the police have also arrested 21 protesters from Mandur with regards to their protests, in which there was stone throwing at police vehicles as well as garbage trucks that were carrying garbage from the city to the landfills. The protests have already started to affect the city's garbage disposal, as several areas have come under heaps of garbage that has not been cleared for the last 2 days. The villagers have in fact intensified their indefinite protest against the dumping of garbage in Mandur. The protest has entered the fourth day and its impact is becoming clear on the city's garbage disposal system. Uncleared garbage and heaps of them have been found at several areas in the city, and because of which there is a stench that is in fact engulfing a lot of areas. The BBMP at present, as well as the leaders, are unable to resolve the matter as negotiations have failed with the villagers. The villagers say that there won't be any compromise other than not dumping any more garbage in their village. They've asked the government to find alternative sites for it. But however, the district in charge Minister Ramalinga Reddy had said that for the next 8 months, the residents of Mandur will have to bear with it, because till then they don't have an alternative site to in fact dump the waste. The residents of Mandur are continuing their protest for a fourth straight day. They have refused to allow any trucks to enter the landfill. The protesters have locked the gate of one of the landfills. The situation is getting tense as the police have imposed Section 144 at Mandur. It has come into effect from 6 p.m. yesterday and will continue for the next 3 days. When the police intervened, they shifted the protesters to Narayana Mutt Junction that leads to the landfill sites. The 21 protesting villagers of Mandur were arrested for allegedly throwing stones at police vehicles and garbage trucks around Monday midnight. The villagers have intensified their indefinite protest against dumping of garbage in Mandur. The protests have entered the fourth day and its impact is becoming quite clear on the city's garbage disposal system. There was uncleared garbage and heaps of it in many areas, but the government is in no mood to budge. Angered by the arrest, around 300 villagers, mostly women, are staging a dharna at the landfill. The body of Union Minister Gopinath Munde, who died in a road accident in New Delhi, was brought to Mumbai. The body of the union minister who passed away in Delhi has been brought to Mumbai by a special aircraft. His last rites will be held in his native village of Parli Vanjnath in Maharashtra. Thousands of mourners, including senior BJP leaders, activists and common people, received the casket containing the body of the leader at Mumbai airport. The security forces accorded a guard of honor. It was taken in a motorcade to Munde family residence at Purna building in Worli for relatives, friends and close acquaintances to pay their last respects to the departed leader. Senior leaders like Vinod Tavde, Kirit Somaya, Ramdas Atwale, Raj Purohit, Munde's daughter Pankaja Munde Palve and others accompanied the body. Munde's body has been kept at the BJP state headquarters at Nariman Point, where party workers are paying homage. The body will be taken in a special aircraft to Latur and then to his native village in Parali Vajnath of B district. Gopinath Munde is known to be a grassroots leader and in fact has been associated with several successes at the grassroots level for the BJP in Maharashtra. He was also touted to in fact contest for the top post in Maharashtra in the next coming election as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. He was given the rural development portfolio because of his ability to in fact organize people at the grassroots level and also was tasked to ensure that government economic policies will be able to be effective with the people at the grassroots. He also was tasked to in fact ensure that rural poverty was brought down through the schemes. Known as a tough taskmaster with his bureaucrats, Munde was in fact given that key portfolio to ensure that all the development policies would be able to reach the poorest of the poor in the rural sector. Munde died because of an accident in New Delhi where he went into a shock after the accident and suffered a heart attack. His body was in fact kept on display in Delhi's BJP headquarters where senior leaders as well as the Prime Minister and leaders cutting across party lines came and paid their respects. From Delhi, it was airlifted to Mumbai in a special Air Force aircraft and from there it was brought to his residence. At dawn, it was shifted to Nariman Point at the BJP headquarters in Mumbai and over there a lot of local leaders as well as party cadres have come to pay their last respects to their beloved mass leader. The body will be later airlifted from Mumbai to Latur in a special aircraft and from there to his native village where the last rites will be conducted. These are the live visuals coming from the BJP headquarters in Mumbai where his family members are in fact present. There's a huge security cordon also in that area. Several local BJP leaders are also at the headquarters and several party cadres as well as members of the public have come to pay their homage to Maharashtra's mass leader. His body was in fact brought to Mumbai and it was taken in a motorcade to the Munde family residence at Purna building in Worli for relatives, friends and close acquaintances to pay their last respects to the departed leader. Senior leaders like Vinod Tavde, Kirit Somaya, Ramdas Atwale, Raj Purohit, Munde's daughter Pankaja Munde Palve and others accompanied the body. Munde's body now is kept at the BJP headquarters in Mumbai. And these are the live visuals. In fact, a guard of honor has also been given to the departed leader. Several top leaders of the BJP as well as the Shiv Sena are present at the BJP quarters. And in fact, leaders cutting across party lines have also paid their respects to Gopinath Munde. The body will be taken in a special aircraft to Latur and from then to his native village in Parli Vajnath of B district. The last rites will be conducted at his native village. These are live visuals coming from the BJP headquarters in Mumbai, where the body of the deceased leader is being taken. It will be later airlifted to Latur, to his native village, for the final rites. Naval personnel have in fact been deployed to give him the guard of honor. Several people have come to the BJP headquarters to catch a last glimpse of their leader. Local leaders have also come to the place, as well as leaders cutting across party lines have paid their last respects and tributes to Gopinath Munde. Munde is known to be a grassroots leader, where he's been able to connect with the poorest of the poor, especially in the rural districts of India. His political career started in the ABVP and later he grew in the BJP hierarchy. He was tasked with the Rural Development Ministry to ensure that his grassroots appeal could be used to in fact pull out a lot of people from poverty in the rural districts. The body is in fact being taken to the airport, from where it will be airlifted to Latur, and from Latur it will have to travel a 65-kilometer stretch to his home village in Beed district. These are the visuals of the naval personnel in fact taking the body from the BJP headquarters and placing it in an ambulance, which will later go to the airport. And from the airport, a special aircraft has been chartered to take the body from the airport to Latur. From Latur, it will travel on road to his native village in Beed district, where the last rites will be accorded. His daughter will be accompanying, his daughter, his wife, and close family members will be in fact accompanying the body through its last journey. A huge security cordon has also been ensured so that there is smooth passage of the cavalcade from the BJP headquarters to Mumbai airport. The body will be taken in a special aircraft to Latur and then to his native village in Parli Vajnath of Beed district, some 64 kilometers away from Latur. A guard of honor is being given by the naval personnel. These are live visuals coming from the BJP headquarters, where we have seen the naval personnel giving the guard of honor, and the body is in fact on its way to Latur. The body will be airlifted in a special aircraft and it will be taken to his native village in Parli Vajnath in Beed district. A huge security cordon has also been put in place to ensure that there is no disruption to traffic. The body is being accompanied by the family members of Gopinath Munde. His wife and his daughter is in fact accompanying the body on its last journey. The last rites will be conducted at his native village.